Yeah, so my battery kit came with some little tools to kind of help separate plastic pieces. There's that, and then there's this little pry wrench. So I'm gonna work on trying to do that. I'll try to keep you in frame here. I'm not used to video and stuff when I work. Hitting the tripod with my chair. My gut in the way. All right. So I'm going to take the little pry tool and I'm just going to go around and try to kind of, there's like a happy medium between too much pressure and not enough, because you don't want to break this thing, obviously. And we do have a spare tablet, so I can rotate them out. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have one for your center. So I just kind of go around the edge and keep going there. Keep going. Once you get it started, it's pretty simple. There. Oh, one more. One more little tough guy. Let's see. Oh, had a couple more. All right. All right, so now that's off. Be really careful. There's a ribbon cable in here. You can see. And there is a black piece here on this ribbon cable that you have to kind of flip up. So you see this piece here, you flip it up, and then this will come out. So now your screen's separate from the actual motherboard and the battery. And you can see now the battery's almost like a pillow. The kit also comes with a little screwdriver for these tiny little screws. So we gotta take this metal plate off here. Let's see, there's a black screw that goes into this black speaker here. It's probably a different size, so you want to keep that separate. Take all these screws out. This screwdriver's kind of junk. If you have a screwdriver set, I keep one for my day job. I repair equipment. So my wife's fortunate that I can, do this kind of stuff, because like I said, I repair medical equipment for my day job. So I'm used to tearing stuff apart. It doesn't really bother me. I fixed a couple of our actuators for the rams for the equipment in the past too. So you got to do what you can to keep your profits, what little we make. Alright, so all the screws are loose now. Keep a little pile of them over here. And I don't think I'm gonna remove this piece the whole way. There's a little circuit board right here, it's taped to it. Try to get that out, not destroying it. It's kind of taped down. Just fold it back like this, and it should give plenty of access to get to the battery at that point. And there's one more screw, it looks like, for the battery. Over here, it's a black one. It's got a big, almost like a washer built into the head. Take that out, and then you got your connector for your battery. Right here's probably what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, some 11, 12 wires. Just pop that up and the battery lifts out. So there's your battery. There's the HP part number if you want to try to order one from HP, or you can try to order this SW02XL, which is what I did. And you can get generic batteries off Amazon. These batteries I usually keep a couple of them just because, I mean, if y'all have been in business for a while, you know these batteries go out. So the new battery, you can see there's this one here is really puffed up. That's probably 1/2 inch thick or so, where this is at most a quarter, probably not even. So just lay this battery in there, fits right in the spot, and then the connector, you just snap that down, make sure it's in all the way. It doesn't have a real positive click or anything, so just kind of have to look at it, make sure it's pushed all the way down, all the way across. And then we're going to fold this metal piece back over. And let's see, we got our one big screw that goes in the battery. That goes down here in the bottom left. Sorry, fighting the sinus crud. 'Tis the fall season, I guess. Screw that down, and then we know our one little black screw goes over here into the speaker, and then all these other little holes are where these other ones go. So my biggest issue with this is my fingers are so big and the screws are so tiny, it's hard to keep a grip on them. So screw this in. It'll take but a minute. And once you replace this battery, you probably want to be able to charge it, I'd say, for a good probably 30 minutes to an hour or so. So I wouldn't do this like right in the middle of your sessions. Like I said, we have an extra tablet, so I can just swap it out and keep moving, so to say. All right, a couple more here. Let's say with this, you don't even, I mean, you don't need much torque to get these screws tight. It's just threading into plastic. So all right, there's all our screws. This little board back down in its hole. It's there. Okay, everything else is in. Little battery right here goes in its hole. And make sure everything's in place. And we got our front cover. As you can see, ours kind of came unglued from the plastic, so put a little pressure on that and it should re-adhere. You can see all these little plastic clips around the edge. They're, you know, pretty fragile, but I mean, it's not so bad that I'm afraid to take this apart. We're going to put our screen back in. We're going to put our connector in. Push that in there. There's a little line on the connector, so you know if that line's not flush with the top of the white plastic, then it's not in all the way. But once you get it in there, you just snap that black piece back down, and you can see this white line, maybe, hopefully. It's very even with the top edge of the black plastic, so that's how you know that's in all the way. You just lay the screen back over the tablet and just snap it down. I said the screen is kind of gluing itself back down, so I don't think that's that big of a deal. And just check your seam all the way around, make sure it's tight. Everything looks good. Obviously we need to clean our display. It's been used quite a bit, putting phone numbers in. But that should be it. Should be ready to go now. You got a new battery in your tablet. They sell these batteries on Amazon for like 40 or 50 bucks, and it takes about 10-15 minutes to change one. So less time than that once you get going with it, and you know, kind of know what you got to do and what to watch out for. So if you got any questions, let me know. Glad to help.